Lure to the lids for race one, set. And racing, African Princess slow, Homebush Pippi out nicely there with Pixie Dust and Banshee Boy, Blazers, Corporal, Corborn Bray trying to push through with African Princess. You know Shay gets a rouse runners, there's trouble up front. Corborn Bray's been shuffled right back with Pedro's Carrot, and we did have a fall of Banshee Boy around the corner. You know Shay's got to the lead from Homebush Pippi. You know Shay, Homebush Pippi take third. Maybe Blazers, Corporal there over Pixie Dust. Behind them to Corborn Bray, African Princess, Pedro's Carrot, and trotting past us Banshee Boy. And he looks all right. He came down, going to the first bend where things got very tight. And it did allow, you know, Shay to come from the back here. He was last, but got to the rail just as the trouble occurred. And racing, Bohannon springs beautifully here along with another Miss and Hysteria. That'd be followed by Miss Mohawk. Out a little wider there to Brilliant Ashley. Corborn George pokes through the inside. Big trouble here again. Rural Rama's got back, and I think it was who went down there, number 5 around the corner, Miss Mohawk. It's Bohannon in front of another Miss up the straight. Bohannon from another Miss. 1, 2, then the 3. Being Corborn George 3rd, and 4 was 4th Hysteria. Then Brilliant Ashley. Behind that then to MBD. Next to last was Ruarama, and another faller was Miss Mohawk. Bohannon jumped well off the inside here. Another Miss tried to go with it. And then in behind them, things got tight again. It didn't look like there should be a faller. Racing, Corborn Crouch, a fair break. Carver Blue was slow. Marlisa jumps well from Corborn Crouch, who's going to get underneath it to the first bend. That'd be followed then by Carver Blue getting around the outside of Absent Minded. Is followed through there by Kissing Gwyneth. Jessie serves. And back to last, Corborn Maddie down the back. Corborn Crouch by about 3. Carver Blue comes underneath Marlisa. 5 lengths away to Absent Minded. They're in another race, these dogs. Kissing Gwyneth, Jessie serves. And Corborn Maddie up to the corner. It's Corborn Crouch in front. Carver Blue runs through the inside. And Marlisa, Corborn Crouch will see it through 3/4 of a length on Carver Blue. Marlisa home 3rd, Absent Minded 4th. Next to go by Kissing Gwyneth. Then Jessie serves. And the last to greet is Corborn Maddie. Corborn Crouch in a 29.90 here. 11.62 run home. Ready and racing. Rapidash was slow to go. Nui Magic was best away there from Homebush Chaos. Botany Win through the inside. Rapidash pushes forward the outside. Downgrade King trying to get around runners too. That'd be followed back by Snow Demon, Gummy Gumpster, and back last is Mama Ray up to the corner. Nui Magic in front. Botany Win charges the inside there with Rapidash. Botany Win gets through and scores from Nui Magic. Rapidash 3rd, Downgrade King 4th. Gummy Gumpster next in with Snow Demon. Last pair here, Mama Ray and Homebush Chaos. Number 2, Botany Win in a 17.79, running down Nui Magic. Rapidash into 3rd off a slow beginning, and Downgrade King 4th. Lure to the lids, favourite off the 5, Corborn Clover was set. Racing, Corborn Clover, a fair break, trying to work into the clear as Corborn Gracie strides forward, and Premier Division's up handy too with Corborn Clover 3 wide round that first bend. Tucked in behind them there to Opawa Shea, and Knuckle Bump was wider. Arcane Saber back with Homebush Spook, and Homebush Handsome's last. Corborn Clover moves around the outside of Premier Division and takes up the lead a couple of links back here then to Opawa Shea. Knuckle Bump next around with Corborn Gracie. Further back then to Homebush Spook, Arcane Saber, Homebush Handsome. Corborn Clover away for the prize here. Premier Division holding second. Through on the inside was Opawa Shea. 5 beats the 3, the 4. Knuckle Bump was 4th, just ahead of Corborn Gracie. Next to go by after a gap, Arcane Saber. Homebush Spook and Homebush Handsome is the last one to check in. Number 5, Corborn Clover in a 30.08. Tried to qualify for the Wellington Cup last week, was run home in 11:43 here. Ready to run. Racing, Allegro Touch was a stride slow, so was Allegro Will Go. Out wide on the track, Legerdemain springs nicely and charging up between runners here. My First Litter and Big Time Rain is there as well. It's Big Time Rain now from My First Litter. Coming through and behind them then we've got Senorita Tina. Allegro Touch back behind them. Allegro Will Go not tonight. Lagoon Max a long way back. Down they come nicely in Big Time Rain here from My First Litter. Senorita Tina third, then Allegro Touch further back. Allegro Will Go, Lagoon Mac last pair in here. One Broke Girl and Legerdemain. Big Time Rain home here. Number 3 at double figure odds going to that first bend. Just stayed underneath My First Litter and Legerdemain, who was checked out of the race. Senorita Tina got through. Lure to the lids and we're set. Racing, Vito Baxter, just a fair beginning here. Corborn Gill straight to the front from running second there was Brilliant Ava. Followed through there by Big Time Red Foo and Manu Rama's getting around the outside. Vito Baxter too far from them. Rails now though. Further back Premier Prince and Chambo. Corborn Gill's give them a lesson. In for second, Vito Baxter, Manu Rama up for third, then Chambo out wider. Brilliant Ava next to go by. Further back to Big Time Red Foo and Premier Prince, and unfortunately something amiss with Corborn Rowan. Corborn Gill leads up in a 6:89. Ready to run. Racing, Dinah Vickers is slow. Nangar Star straight to the lead. Scusi goes forward with Lochinvar Impact. Angela around the outside. Corborn Brick poking through the inside. Then Dinah Vickers checks off heels. Just going past him was Check the Mail. And Arctic Actions back to last. Nangar Star by 2 on Scusi. 3 lengths away to Angela. Followed around there by Lochinvar Impact. Back and behind them to Corborn Brick. Dinah Vickers is tied up in traffic. Can't do it. Nor can Arctic Action. Check the Mail. Nangar Star about to be rounded up by Scusi. Scusi's in from Nangar Star or Corborn Brick. Then Dinah Vickers and Arctic Action, who was dashing home late. Lochinvar Impact back behind them. And further back of the race then Check the Mail and Angela. 29.99 on the clock, Scusi. And Lisa Ahern. Lined and ready here, the 9th, it's the Inter-Islander. Nearly there. Racing, Funky Freddy hops out quite nicely. Chockty Ellis away well too there with Homebush Oliver and Pink Shellax trying to push forward as well. Followed around the outside there by Nicker Sentry. Gee, the few getting in trouble here. Corborn Butsy, Big Boy Dino have got back, and so too Chinese Star, no chance. Funky Freddy clear on Pink Shellac around the corner, then Chockty Ellis in nicely Funky Freddy. Pink Shellac, Chockty Ellis next to go by there was Nicker Sentry out wide. Wee bit closer in there to Homebush Oliver and Corborn Butsy, Big Boy Dino and Chinese Star. Funky Freddy off the inside, he jumped well, he held his ground, and he's pushed home strongly in a 17.58. Lead up time 6.93, run home 10.65. We're lined and ready, the green light is on. And the lure's on the move. It's the Wellington Champions Sprint Final. Nearly there. Racing Allegro class out well, but YOY beats it out. Yaboa's last away. YOY in front. Ritza Roman charging through on the inside and trying to go forward. Tail with Sweet As Bro. Ritza Roman in front. YOY. Sweet As Bro disappears back through the field. Here's Yaboa launching round the outside and wider still to Happy Wife. It's Yaboa right down the outside. Beats Ritza Roman. Allegro class or YOY for third or fourth. There was a big run Allegro class. The rest of them have finished in a big heap. Back and behind those runners, we had Nero, Exponential Lily was back with them, and Sweet As Bro, if I didn't mention it. Yaboa right down the outside, he jumped last. He's managed to loop them in a race where many, many things happened. And we're ready to run in race 11. Racing, Zipping Jock is typically slow, one of the best out here. Kirkham Harvey's jumped tonight. Lady Zena with it, then double entendre the inside of Corborn. Lock around that, Corborn Clay goes forward. They'll be followed through on the inside there by That's King. Zipping Jock getting past the couple in good time, Mike. Down the back they go, Kirkham Harvey. He's on top here with double entendre for company. Then we've got Corborn Lock, Zipping Jock driving through the inside there of Corborn Clay. Strong dog up front though, it's Kirkham Harvey. He's not going to come back to them. Zipping Jock's charging up the centre. Kirkham Harvey from Zipping Jock, possibly just Corborn Lock third ahead of double entendre. Lady Zena, Corborn Clay. Further back of the race to That's King and Good Time Mike. Kirkham Harvey doesn't jump like that. We're lined and ready for the last on Cup night. Racing, Subic Bay just a fair break. Cranky Pants is trying to go forward, but going to the lead there is Speedy Beat, accelerates away. Wild Effective comes after it. They'd be followed around the outside then by Sedgebrook Babe. Further back in the race then we've got Subic Bay, the inside there of Far Too Trendy. Cranky Pants, Mega Jet up they come. Too fast, Speedy Beat gets home nicely here on Sedgebrook Babe, dash to second from Wild Effective. Subic Bay never really a winning chance. Far Too Trendy was back in the pack there with the Mega Jet. And well back with them too was L's Girl. Speedy Beat at big odds the last. Lisa Ahern doubles the tally for the night, adds to the Wellington Cup with the winner of the last, but it is Speedy Beat at $15.